From this to this, you can make your videos look professional in 3 easy steps. This technique works for you filming yourself on a budget at home, all the way up to larger paid client shoots. So let's get started. So for this lighting setup in my shed, I start by turning off the house lights. I will then add my key light, which should be your most powerful light source. I place this at a 45-degree angle from my face. Your key light can also be the sun. So if you don't have a light, you can take up a similar position by the window. And if it's super sunny outside, you can use a sheet or a shower curtain to cover the window and diffuse the light coming in, giving you a softer look. The reason I like to put my light at a 45-degree angle is because it's still lighting my face enough, but adds this nice contrast. As you can see, it goes from light to dark. The light I use is the Amaran P60C. What's cool about this light is I can control it from my phone, whether that's brightness or colour if I'm feeling a bit fruity. I have a softbox on the light which softens the light hitting my face, making it look more natural and less saucy. Now, the bigger the light source, the softer the light will be. So I recommend getting the biggest softbox that you can while still fitting in your space to get that pleasing look. In this shed, I don't have enough space for a massive softbox, so I've made sure I'm as close to the light as possible. I like to add a grid to my key light as it directs all the light onto me and not the background, making me the focal point. Now, the walls in my shed are pretty dark, which sucks up all of the light. This means that I have more control over where the light spills. But if you have lighter surroundings, you can use something called negative fill. This can be something as simple as a black curtain, or you can get those 5-in-1 reflectors which have a black side to them. What you can do is place it on the opposite side to your key light and as close as you can without it being in shot. It will add some shadow to your face, giving you that contrast. I've attached my key light to this pole that runs across my shed, meaning that I don't have light stands all over the place. I believe it's called the Manfrotto Auto Pole. To film this sort of setup on a phone, I'd recommend downloading the Blackmagic app, which is completely free and enables you to fully control your camera's settings. Let me know if you'd like to see a full in-depth video on how to set that up. Backlight is overlooked by beginners and will take your videos to the next level. What a backlight does is, as the name suggests, lights you from the back. As you can see, it spills onto my head and my shoulders, giving an extra punch and makes me look more three-dimensional. For this, I like to use the Aperture MC light, which is incredibly powerful for its size. I have this mounted on the auto pole behind me, and I have a USB running through the shrubbery. Sneaky. This little light can be controlled by the same app as my key light, which is pretty cool. Now that I am lit, we need to light the background. Practical lights are lights which the viewer can see in your videos. I have a neon light with my company logo behind me. I also have a light bar on top of my monitor, then the light coming from the monitor itself. Lighting parts of your surroundings like this will add personality and context to your videos. For example, me having a neon light, a desk, a monitor, and a monitor light makes me look like a nerd who's into tech, which would be entirely correct. Lastly, this wall to the left of me would look very bare without a splash of light. I used a spotlight attachment and added a clever bit of equipment called a gobo. A gobo is a metal disc. It cuts the light into different shapes. The shape I decided to use was this burst of lines, as I felt it looked a bit futuristic to go with my neon sign. All you have to do is slot this into a tray and add it to the spotlight attachment. The light I decided to use with this spotlight attachment is the Amaran 300C. I like to use this light on my client shoots as well, as it makes the locations look more appealing. The same rules apply no matter the scale of the video. So let me know if you try this lighting setup for yourself, or if you have any recommendations for mine. That would be amazing. The links to all the accessories featured in this video are in the description below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.